What's up, Internet Comic Book fam? Welcome back to a new video. It's that time of week again where we come together and sit down and take a look at all of the best and worst covers of the week for this new comic book Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Now, we're going to do things a little bit differently this week. I'll have to be honest with you. I'm a little bit tired of being so negative. I'm a little bit tired of having to reach so far to be negative to comic book covers and creators that don't necessarily deserve it. So we're going to change things up a little bit. I know it's been a while since we changed things up, like 5 videos or something like that, whatever. But instead of reaching to have to label a comic a worst cover of the week when it doesn't necessarily deserve it, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you my top 5 best covers of the week from Marvel, DC, and Independents. And we're going to leave off the worst covers of the week this week. Now, again, I will have no problem labeling a cover worst cover of the week if it deserves it, and we'll bring back the worst covers of the week when the week calls for it. But this week, there was really maybe like 1 or 2 covers for Marvel, 1 or 2 covers for DC, and like 1 cover for the Independents that I felt really deserved the title of worst cover of the week. So there really wasn't enough to do a top 5 list. So I'm just going to bring you my heavy hitters for this week, and we'll go from there. And like I said, on weeks where it deserves it, I'll bring back the worst section of the category, but we're just going to do our top 5 best covers of the week for DC, Marvel, and Independents. And of course, as always, we're going to start out with DC Comics, and leading the charge with DC at the number 5 spot. We have this cover B, a Dustin Guyan variant on Nightwing 131. What do I like about this cover? Well, look at him. He's crouching on a gargoyle soaked to the bone in what looks like a Tuesday afternoon downpour. The pose is all brooding superhero chic. Just gotta want to give him a towel and a hot cup of cocoa. This cover says I'm an A-list superhero having a very rainy existential crisis. It's beautifully well done. I love kind of the use of the colors and the cotton candy feel in the background with the raindrops coming down. I feel like it's a really well done Nightwing cover, and probably the cover I would pick up if it were me. Coming at the number 4 spot, we have this cover B, David Nakayama variant, or DNA as most people know him, on Wonder Woman 26. What do I like about this cover? Well, she looks absolutely majestic up there on that horse. As that beautiful horse is rearing up, muscle flexing, hair blowing in that dramatic invisible wind. This isn't just a horse, it's a 4-legged superhero sidekick who's just as fierce as Diana herself. Every comic cover this week probably just has someone standing there kind of boringly. Not this cover. This kind of reminds me of the George Washington before Yorkshire painting there, as she's standing up there, strong, independent, beautiful, on that horse, ready to lead the charge. That's why I like this cover here at the number 4 spot this week. Coming in at number 3, we have this cover B, Juan Ferreira on Justice League Red number 3. Most comic covers use every color in the box. Not this one, though. It says we only need pink and a little bit of black. The vibrant swirled cotton candy and blood-splattered background makes everything else disappear. It's impossible to ignore. On the shelf, it looks like a unicorn exploded with joy and attitude. I love this depiction of Red Canary here. She's got the tough, ripped-up fishnet stockings and a punky jacket, but then she's surrounded by little fluttering happy pink birds. It's the perfect mix of I will punch you into orbit, and I will also love nature and express my artistic side. Who knew anarchy could be so cool? Moving in at number 2. This one is kind of a personal poll for me here. A little bit of bias, I would say. You got Catwoman number 80, this Sebastian Fuyarama A cover. As a father of 2 young girls, this is what I hope they see when they look in the mirror. I love the depiction of the young girl in the ball gown with the cat ears looking in the mirror to see none other than Celia Kyle, a sexy, strong, defiant, independent woman in her own right looking back at her. That's exactly what I hope my little girls see when they look in the mirror, and I try to strive to give them that perception every day that they are strong, independent young women, and they've got the world ahead of them. And that's what I hope that this cover depicts to them as well. This is a cover I think that stands out on that shelf for that reason, and I will probably pick up to put in their collection, because yes, I did start them a comic book collection when they were both born. So this will probably be a cover that I will pick up and put in their collections. And coming in at the number 1 spot, we have this beautiful cover C Julian March variant on Superman Unlimited number 6. This isn't your granddad's mild-mannered Clark Kent. This Superman is ripping open his plaid jacket with intensity of a man who just discovered his coffee order was wrong. It's the ultimate flex, the superhero equivalent of tearing off a cheap suit to reveal the six-pack underneath. No one else on the stands is even having a fashion emergency this dramatic. I love this cover because of the use of the colors. That plaid really stands out. The glasses front and center coming at you stands out. And I love the use of kind of that reflecting of the glowing Earth's yellow sun in the Superman outfit. Looks really, really good. Really, really well done. This kind of almost reminds you maybe like an Andy Warhol painting. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I do love this cover on Superman Unlimited number 6. All right, that's it for DC. Now we're going to move into Marvel and give you our top 5 for Marvel this week. And kicking us at the number 5 spot for Marvel Comics this week is this Mateos Manhanini cover E foil variant on Unbreakable X-Men Age of Revelation. It is a awesome Gambit cover. I want to know how Gambit lost his sight. I love the use of the playing cards with the different players in this story on the different faces of the cards. Beautifully well done. Very detailed. Leaves you with a lot of questions, wanting to pick this book up to find out what's going on inside and what the plot of this story is. Coming in the number 4 spot, we have this Gabriel Del Auto on Fantastic Four X Gargoyles number 1. A mashup that I didn't even know was in the works, but I'm not hating on it. As a fan of Gargoyles as a kid and the Fantastic Four, this cross-up or mashup wasn't even on my radar, but I love this Gabriel Del Auto. Gabriel Del Auto, as I've said in almost every video the last couple of weeks, has been absolutely killing it on covers this year, and I feel like this is no exception. I absolutely love, if you're a Gargoyles fan, you know that they come and shed their stone skin at night to become the Gargoyles. And that's kind of what it looks like here, is that during the day, Goliath is the thing, and at night he sheds that thing exterior to become Goliath underneath. Really well done mashup. Really am interested to see what this story is about. I'm here for this cover. I will be picking up this Gabriel Del Auto mashup between Goliath and the Thing. Coming in at number 3, we have this AOC variant on Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. I love the use of kind of the bright fluorescent neon greens, the pinks, all the different emblems in it. Godzilla kind of just hypnotizingly looking at you in the background as this really stylistic Spider-Man swings away from him with the spider sense going crazy. I love the use of the neons and the webbing. Really well done. This cover really pops. I feel like it really stands out on the shelves against every other cover available to you in stores this week. Coming in at number 2, we have this Rogue Storm number 1 in 50 Ian Talavera Virgin variant. I absolutely love this cover because it has 2 strong, iconic women front and center. You have Storm kind of overshadowing Rogue a little bit, looking very intense with her white, beautiful hair just flowing in all its glory. You have her surrounded by lightning, and you have Rogue ready there in a different color than we're used to seeing her. We're used to seeing in that green and yellow. Well, now we're getting that red and black with the red leather jacket. She's looking absolutely strong, absolutely badass with those spiced brass knuckles. It's a beautiful cover, a fantastic female empowerment cover, and it's one that I'm definitely going to be picking up this week as well. Coming in at number 1, we have this 1 in 100 Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions Virgin variant on the new issue of Amazing Spider-Man. Absolutely love this Norman Osborn Spider-Man there, as it looks like he's lifting some sort of machinery or maybe train of some sort up off the ground with the fire in the background. Lee Bermejo absolutely killing it. There is a trade dress of this as well, so if you don't want to go to the 1 in 100, you can get the trade dress version of it, which is what I will probably do. But I absolutely love this Lee Bermejo cover. It's beautiful. I think it perfectly encapsulates Spider-Man and all of his strength, especially this Norman Osborn Spider-Man, where we're really not sure what Norman Osborn would do as Spider-Man. We're kind of figuring that out as we go, but I do love that representation here. It is a beautiful, beautiful cover. All right, that's it for Marvel. Now we're going to get into our independents this week. And kicking us off in our independents here at the number 5 spot, we have this Invincible Universe Battle Beast cover D 1 in 25 Corey Walker variant. How often do you see Battle Beast just on top of a pile of dead bodies, just guns ablazing? He's got a giant machine gun or LMG, light machine gun, and a rocket launcher, just crazy, like he's up there Rambo style, ready to go to war. It's intense, it's action-packed. It just screams, pick me up for a heart-pounding, adrenaline-rushing ride that has been Battle Beast as of late. Coming in at number 4, we have this cover C Kyle Jung variant on the Shredder number 2. Love the first issue. I can't wait for this second issue, but look at Shredder there in his new armor, looking absolutely badass and ready for war. He's ready to exact his revenge, take what's his, and return his Foot Clan to its rightful owner. Beautiful Shredder cover. Very well done. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to pick this up. Coming in the number 3 spot, we have Hello Darkness 15. This cover F 1 in 10 Rebecca Publa Virgin variant. I really like kind of how she's getting ready to turn off the light as the little kid's laying there scared as there is a monster under his bed. I think this is a really well done cover. It just stands out on its own. Very beautiful. A lot of fun. At the number 2 spot, who doesn't love a good skeleton cover, right? And this one here is no exception on the War number 3, cover D, 1 in 20 Virgin variant. Really well done. I love the use of the skull, the guy in the gas mask next to him. That looks like it was part of a body that's a skull too. I think it's very intriguing, very interesting. It will definitely make you want to pick this book up off the shelf, take a look at the inside, and see what is involved in the War number 3. A lot of fun. Beautiful cover, definitely worth picking up. And at the number 1 spot, we have Vampirella Armageddon number 4, this cover E Francisco Mattina Metal Virgin variant. Who doesn't love a Francisco Mattina? And not only that, a beautiful Vampirella cover. This cover is beauty, it's elegance, it's grace, it's mystery, and it's a little bit of vampire badassery as she is just coming out of this pool of blood, surrounded by bats covering her no bits. Beautiful cover, really well done. It's a Francisco Mattina. You can't go wrong with this cover. It's a Vampirella cover. You know these covers are usually beauty and badassery, perfectly mixed and mashed up. And I love the use of the eclipse in the background. Very strong, very sexy, very intense cover here on this book. But that's it. That is our top 5 covers this week for DC, Marvel, and Independence. Let me know in the comment section below what covers you guys picked up this week, what covers you thought were the best covers of the week, if you thought any of them were the worst covers of the week, and let me know what you pull in the Mark Spears blind bags that come out this week if you're picking them up. That's right, the Mark Spears blind bag, the Monster and the Wolf Trick or Treat blind bags are coming out this week. You know, the people are going crazy for them. So let me know in the comment section below what you pulled out of those. Let me know what you're excited to read. And I hope, as always, you have a fantastic new comic book day and you get some great books and exactly what you're looking for. And on that note, have a great new comic book day. Enjoy your pickups, and we'll see you next time around the spinner rack.
In the shadows we gather, sharing tales